What's good, everybody? Yapping out here with another episode. Today, we're going to be talking about fighting games, but specifically their difficulty. Now, I know Evo Japan just ended. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch it. I kind of wish I did. So, some of the games that are on here were actually at Evo Japan. And a lot of these games that we have on this list is something that at least one of us plays. We don't play every fighting game. We're not Maximilian, dude. But we played a lot of the games that are on this list. So we're going to talk about which ones are most difficult. So first one that's going to lead the charge is Crim, because we're going to be talking about Guilty Gear Strive.
Wait, is S like the easiest or is it the hardest?
No, it's the hardest.
Okay, so
D is easiest.
I would put Guilty Gear Strive in either C or D.
I agree.
Put C.
Never played it, and I was immediately thinking C, because a lot of people were saying that the previous Guilty Gear was
a lot
extremely hard, yeah.
And then like I even heard from Guilty Gear fans that they dumbed down the game like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then like
when the game first came out.
This is my first Guilty Gear, so I'm not like a die-hard Guilty Gear fan, and I was able to pick up and play like that. Like I was botting people in the beta, and then when the game came out, it's because it's not that hard to learn. It's a 4-button game, kind of like King of Fighters and Fatal Fury, and it has the proximity where your normals change depending on how close they are.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some games do that.
Wait.
Yeah, so it's like that.
Man, I know a guy who was complaining about proximity buttons, and he plays this game. I mean, we all know him. I'll talk about it later.
But
I think you know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Other than that, just like I don't know, it's just your basic fighting game. It is fast paced, but like there's nothing crazy to learn. There might like even hard characters that people would see, because it has like a kind of the same ranking system of Marvel Rivals, where it's 1 through 5 stars on their difficulty. Some characters will be like 5 stars, and they're not even 5 stars. One, I think he was 5 stars. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. For example, one of them was Zato 1. That guy's not hard to play at all, and they only put him as hard because you're controlling him, and then Eddie, which is his shadow.
Yeah.
But doesn't he have negative edge though in this game too, or no? I heard it's like he doesn't really have negative edge anymore.
I don't know. I didn't play him too much, and plus, you guys know him, but there's a player I know that would play that character, and he's not even good at fighting games, and he was taking matches off me. What a cornball! Zato 1 is a cornball character that's easy to pick up.
The same guy you're talking about was who I was referring to earlier.
But other than that, yeah, not too much. They're like the mechanics aren't even that hard. I mean, you got like your burst, which is a get out of a combo card. You have the guard, that rev guard, similar to Fatal Fury, and that's pretty much it.
It was always like that though. Like they always had like burst, which is usually what anime games have, and they have Roman cancels and all that, like the Roman system. But I mean, some modern fighting game, they got to make it a little bit easier. But
and then one last gripe that I have about the game, maybe it is just a personal like thing to me, but I really don't like that the matches are so fast. Like I'm not even kidding when I say like it's like 5-second matches, because you can literally kill someone with like 1 to 2 confirms, because the health bar just goes down so fast.
Yeah, the health bars.
I thought you were gonna say it got woke. I was waiting for you to say it got woke.
And this is why people hate you niggas.
I got woke with the release of Bridget, and by the way, I hate the fact that Bridget is the face of Guilty Gear. Like I'm tired of seeing her everywhere. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
What about Testament? What about Testament?
Yeah, but it's the same with I low-key wanted to play him because
it's not him. It's not him, bro. Testament's not a he. Relax, all right?
There is no such thing as they them. And we're not getting into that. No they them. All I'm gonna say is it's a him. And he
a couple months now.
Yeah, sure. But 1 month actually, a couple of weeks. But anyways, what is it? I did want to play Testament only because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I genuinely do like characters with scythes. It's always been
that's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Too.
And then I get you guys also know me for characters that have a set play and mid to long range, and that was Testament. But then I didn't play him because he was woke.
There's a character in Soul Calibur Yeah, I know, fucking Rainbow. There's a character in Soul Calibur, which, by the way, I don't know why Rainbow doesn't have Soul Calibur on here. And this motherfucker's got Divekick instead of Soul Calibur, which is crazy.
I didn't know you play Soul Calibur. I would put it on there.
It's fine. But there's a character from Soul Calibur, it's a black dude, and he's got a scythe, and he was the one who I mained. It's the most recent Soul Calibur game, too. But, yeah, I immediately went for him just for the scythe alone.
True, and then you guys probably haven't played Under Night. There was like 2 characters that I would play with the scythe. I haven't played Under Night.
I know Under Night. The dude with the purple coat, right?
Yeah, I played him. And then there was some other one. No, it was a female.
From Ruby or Red RBY or some shit like that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I played
Red Ruby.
I don't know, some anime or something like that.
It's just Ruby, but with the W.
Okay.
So,
corny.
Short little fun fact: when I see a scythe, I'm like Awooga, and I want to try them out.
Yeah.
All right, third strike.
Third strike.
Third strike. Awesome. Dude. My cat was like, which we thought about cats in the last video. My cat literally was on the printer right here, and then because he wanted to get up there, and I was like, no, can't get up here, whatever, right?
He's apologizing.
He always wants to be my face for no reason, and I saw like Crib knows because he has cats. You know how he does that?
Yeah.
Like he was doing that. I put my hand right there because I was like, no, please don't. And I just keep it there, and I just see him as. I'm like, oh my fucking god.
God, just like women, Rainbow. We get it. You got cats. Holy shit. We don't need your cat lunging at everything for you to show us that you got cats. Anyways, third strike.
Me? I didn't play that since I was like a child. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I haven't played it in a while, but from what I know, this is a pretty difficult game, is it not?
Yeah, I want to put it on maybe
parry
8.
system.
Yeah, I want to put it on 8 tier solely because, yeah, again, the parry
one frame
system.
links. Does it not have one frame links?
I
think that should Fighter 4.
No, okay, for sure it's Street Fighter 4. I don't know about Street Fighter Third Strike. Again, I haven't played so long, but just to parry alone, the back when parries were actually good and not some fake Street Fighter 6 shit where you just hold down a singular button or randomly throw it out and get a perfect parry and then there's a long ass animation.
Yeah, you have to actually do low or a high, right? Low or high parry.
And then I think you gotta press forward, and I think if I'm not mistaken, it's a 2-frame window. Like
yeah, this is like 2-frame window, yeah.
And like we all know about parry, the best clip to describe it would be Evil Moment 37.
Yeah.
Daigo legendary comeback. Yup. So the parry system, I think that's a perfect parry system because that's how it should be. You know, or okay, maybe it shouldn't.
Risk reward. No, it should. Like with risk reward versus how it works in a Street Fighter 6. Is it?
I personally don't like easy fighting games. That's why out of all the modern fighting games right now, I don't play Street Fighter 6 that much because it's too easy. Third Strike, that's a fighting game. And
which, hey guys, that's a common theme you've seen our fighting game videos. He hates it.
Well, can you scroll up, please? Jesus.
It's my cat, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, continue.
Yes, we get it. You got cats.
I mean,
not a unique
that's all I gotta. That's all I gotta say on Street Fighter Third Strike.
I think it's in a good spot right now. But it could potentially get moved. We got to go through more of these games first, because I'm not 100% certain where they're all gonna lie at. But it might get moved, honestly, to S. But we'll see.
Fatal Fury.
Well, yeah, let's talk about a game we all know. I actually think it's like A tier, bro. I don't think it's in because I don't know. Do you guys think, like, y'all were into the system more than me? And I feel like it's like A tier, not S tier now.
For sure, A tier.
The first, I think it's B tier. After actually playing the full game itself. These guys only played the beta, by the way.
Okay, I played enough of the beta though. I was the best person in the beta in comparison to all of you guys.
Okay, yeah. And on top of that, Rainbow only played Kind and super degenerately, by the way.
Rainbow's ass. Nobody cares what Rainbow has to say about this game. It's just me and you, Crim. It's me and you.
Yeah,
hold on. No, fuck up for a second. Ain't no way you're gonna say that casually, bitch.
This Kind player who was just running away, shooting fireballs, and this motherfucker is cracking jokes in the middle of it.
That's what he does.
Rainbow, go back to petting your cat, little bro. We're talking about Fatal Fury here.
Bitch, I'm better than you.
After playing
You're the little bro.
I think it's B tier. Oh, you know what? Maybe it is A tier, but I'm leaning a bit more on B.
Keep it A.
I don't know.
It's got so many mechanics. You have like
Yeah. The thing is, like, even though it has a lot of mechanics, it doesn't make it hard.
That is true.
Or maybe
the
maybe I'm
mechanic.
just good at fighting games and I just body.
Oh hell no! Not with the self glaze on that one. Here, listen. You could perfect block an attack, and then after you perfect block, you have a small window where you can input a special move or even a super to immediately do an attack after, and that alone is very difficult. And then there's even a mechanic in the game where if you're already in block, you can hold forward like it's like literally like third strike shit. You can hold forward quickly when someone hits you to perfect block that, and then you can still input a super or a special move if you got the timing right. It's very fucking difficult. That shit is not easy. It's almost got third strike mechanics in there, and it's awesome, but it's really difficult.
Oh, first of all, I'm not even trying to shit on Fatal Fury. I'm hooked on the game right now. It's a fucking real good game, but I don't know. And I know it sounds like self-glazing. Okay, it is self-glazing. Maybe just because I'm naturally good at fighting games. I just don't find it that hard after playing it quite some time. Like once you find out like the feint combos, you're pretty much set.
The feint doesn't seem like it takes that long to figure out. People were already doing that in the beta, so you can't really put that as like a complicated thing. If people were already doing it in the beta.
Yeah, I guess in short, what I'm trying to say is the only hard mechanics is basically what you said, with the hyper defense, the forward one, and the regular. Other than that, the other mechanics aren't that hard. And then also the combos are pretty easy because almost all characters' combos are literally just linking special moves into special moves into special moves, and then throwing in a few breaks in between. That's why I want to put it on B tier, because it does have a lot of mechanics, but they're fairly easy to use. The only hard ones are the hyper defense.
And for that reason alone, I say put it in A. I mean, look, if another game comes out and we got to move it around, we will. But I think for now, keep it in A.
All right. Yeah, I mean, all right. MK11.
MK11. Honestly, I kind of want to put it here.
Fuck, wait. I'm trying to read. Because I played so much MK1.
It's the one with 2 bars, 2 attack and 2 like defense bars on the side.
Or the MK fan is not telling the other MK fan how Mortal Kombat works, by the way, guys. Oh my god.
Okay. Says the nigga who's like, I can't remember.
Yeah, but because I played 1 much more. I liked 11. I did like 11.
11's fun. But MK likes to keep it simple. But yeah, the whole 2 bar shit, whatever.
I want to put it on C. I want to put it in C only for one reason. If you want to keep it on D, that's perfectly fine. But the only reason why I want to put it on C is because it has a lot more conditions than Mortal Kombat 1. And what do I mean by that is like, what was it called back in Mortal Kombat 11? I think it was called Crushing Blow, where it would zoom in. Yeah, there was like crazy conditions like, oh, after landing this attack 3 times in a row, the 4th one will be a Crushing Blow. And every character had their own condition to land that. So you had to memorize each character's conditions to land a Crushing Blow, and then how to punish accordingly or convert and all that. That's the only reason why I would put it on C. But other than that, it's a pretty self-explanatory game.
Actually, I forgot Crushing Blow was the thing. So yeah, putting it that way, I'd probably say C. I think of all the MK games like that had mechanics, I think this one was probably the easiest one. It's like in other MK games, you had to get the full 3 bars to break. But in this game, it takes 2 bars, and then the bar slowly regens anyway.
Yeah.
And then you can just have a breaker again. I think you could even pull off like 2 or 3 breakers in one match.
Yeah. Granblue Fantasy Rising, that was a reach.
Hey, it was an Evo Japan, bro. I had to break it down.
Hey, you press medium, heavy, and there you basically got like half your combo. If you play 2B, oh my god, end your existence.
This is how you know the game is so easy. If Rainbow was able to pick up and play any character he wanted with the free version of the game, because I think the free version of the game would just rotate through random characters. He just picked a character and he was comboing you. That's how you know the game's easy.
You see how these niggas are like hating ass niggas for every time it's a fighting game, bro? These hating ass niggas, bro.
I know Rainbow's gonna like this because this is one of the very, very very few games that Rainbow would actually be consistent in beating me, and it was because it was that easy. And I would always rage on his motherfucker, like, damn, this game is so retarded, and this guy's just cracking jokes, playing Anila, like, resistance.
Well, wasn't the combo sequence literally just light, medium, heavy, or was it literally just mashing the same button 3 times and you get a combo?
Yeah, if you did light, you would have to do medium or heavy, but if you did medium, you could kind of just do medium. Like, the way the system worked was kind of like, from what I heard, it's kind of like Dragon Ball, where it's like, you do light, or medium, or heavy, whatever. But you can only get like, you have to press it 3 times before you, because like if you go in training mode, it'll be heavy. Okay, do the, I forget what the fuck it's called, the shield break shit, whatever. You do that, then you do it again, and then you could do like your specials and all that, which that's what a lot of fighting games do now, is that they'll be like, okay, you just press these buttons, then you can super special and go from there.
Well, speaking of Dragon Ball, you don't even have that on here.
Yeah, but no one cares about that game.
Trust me.
I'm sorry.
If I put a bunch of shit, especially games that we didn't know, this list.
Okay, we're saying that, but once again, Divekick is on this list.
Okay, but also, have any of us actually played Dragon Ball?
I haven't actually played it. I own the game. I played it for maybe like 2 days, and I was just like, ugh.
Okay, not gonna lie, I did that too. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm so glad that it's not showing up in Evo anymore. Every time it showed up on Evo, I'm like, oh, who cares? Dragon Ball, whoopie fucking do.
Yeah, it's just a lot of Gokus. But even outside of that, I'm not a fan of team fighters. I'm not a fan of tag fighters, to be honest with you. It's just never been my thing.
So even if it was here, we don't have too much of an opinion on it.
Well, I would have said it would have gone at least in B tier, because I believe even no matter how easy it is, it's still a tag fighter, and tag fighters, in my opinion, are just difficult to me. Like I suck at tag fighters. It's just a code I've never been able to crack.
Yeah, speaking of tag fighters, y'all want to put that here or what?
That's not a tag fighter. That's a team fighter.
Retard. Fake GC.
Fake. 100% fake. I wouldn't even say it's S or A. I want to make a funny
transition, but gotcha.
This guy wants to put an S tier because both me and Terrell would mollywop him, mop the floor with the motherfucker.
You see how hating the ass niggas part 2 of this video, bro? Holy shit!
I would clean slate his 3 team with 1 character. He wouldn't get past. He would never get past my whip, which was my point character.
Here's the crazy part.
He my point character alone. That's all I'm saying. Whip was
once again hating ass niggas.
Okay,
if y'all watch our other fighting game videos, hating ass niggas.
If Rainbow was so bad at the game, we actually had to change the settings and do 1v1s only, 1 character only.
So you want to continue to hate?
Oh, sorry. We'll talk about the tier list. You're right. Let's just leave it in B. I think it's fine in B. I don't see it as a S tier or A tier game. It wasn't that hard. It's actually
should already be up there because you have to learn 3 characters, not just 1.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's got that tag fighter aspect to it where you have to use 3 characters. So for that alone, it's in B. You have to know 3 characters.
But like, besides that, the only thing that I can think of hard is maybe like combo execution. That's like the only thing.
True, it's a faster paced game. It's a faster paced game. You drop combos a lot, and if you're not fully dedicated or devoted to this game, you're not going to be that good at it, in my opinion. Like you've got to be one of those hardcore Neo Geo fans that's constantly playing their games library. And I was never one of them. I only recently got into King of Fighters and even Fatal Fury. And I wish I was into it way earlier because the games look really good back then. But
it's got a crazy fucking art. You love to see it.
But
go ahead.
I was just gonna say the roster is honestly King of Fighters 15. I know I'm gonna waste my time saying this, but it's got arguably one of the best fighting game rosters out there, like hands down. I have never seen a fighting game with as good of a roster as that. And here's another thing: the game before probably had a slightly better roster, but the current game still has a decent roster for current modern fighting game times, and it eclipses even all the other fighting games rosters wise, and it's not even that good.
Even Tekken?
Yes.
I partly agree with Terrell, and the only reason why I say I partly agree was, again, when the game came out, you had a wide range of characters. It wasn't on some 15 characters at launch or 10 characters maybe, and then all the 40 other characters were DLC over like the course of 6 years. I hate that shit.
Oh, it dropped with 39 characters, if I'm not mistaken. 38 or something like that.
But on top of that, like, the only reason why I say I partly agree is because the roster, again, base roster, phenomenal. But as the DLC went, as time went by, it went from
really good.
Yeah, really good. It went from really good to very bad. Like, why was our finishing characters for such a great game Vice and Mature? Who asked for that? Yeah, here comes Rainbow.
Well, hold on. Who's the character I would always mollywop you with, Crim? What was his name?
Dulong. Fuck that character.
Dulong was the only good character. This is a hot take. Dulong was the only good character in season 2.
From season 2. No, I agree with that actually.
That character's sick. Dulong's my boy.
And then like season before Vice and Mature, season 2, there you go. The last character, I don't even remember her name, was some random ass sumo bitch.
Oh yeah, the sumo wrestling chick. That doesn't look like a sumo wrestler at all. She's like a schoolgirl sumo wrestler.
Like, what is it? Terrell can tell you this. I was like literally foaming and seething in the mouth like I had rabies because we got this sumo bitch over Oswald.
Yeah, no like, Oswald. Come on, man. There's another character that I really like. He's similar to Miguel from Tekken. I forget his name. Damn it. Maybe I'll put a picture of it when I go through the video. But there's another really cool character that's similar to Miguel. He doesn't have a fighting style. He's just a street fighter. And he like a Street Fighter brawler.
Yamazaki?
No, not Yamazaki. Yamazaki's in the game. I don't know. I forget his name, but he just like has like wild punches and just stupid kicks and shit. Like he's just a wild fighter, similar to Miguel from Tekken. I'll find it later. Anyways, I think it belongs in B. It's definitely harder because you have to use multiple characters. The roster's bigger. Your execution, as Crim said, it's tighter. It's a much faster paced game. But I don't believe it's super difficult. If you're familiar with fighting games in general, you'll be okay. Smash Bros.
I just put Divekicks and Smash Bros in like one.
Yeah, can we just skip Divekick really? Okay, no, actually, yeah, we'll do Divekick. Let's do Divekick real quick.
Oh, Divekick? Alright.
Well, first of all, I don't even know what the fuck Divekick is.
Dude, I don't even know why this is here.
This is dive, and then you kick.
It's two buttons. There's two buttons, Crim. One is you leap up to jump, and then the next button is kick, so you kick. So you can like quickly dive kick. That's it. And when you hit your opponent once, they essentially die.
It's like
just put in D tier.
It's D.
Yes.
For Super Smash Ultimate, I just want to put it on C. That's my personal opinion. Yeah.
Well, actually, this is 4, but they're
that's
the
4?
same shit. It might as well be the same shit.
You put all the Smash Bros games, but you didn't put like DBZ or something? Come on, bro.
Did any of y'all play DBZ?
You already know Rainbow.
I did play
Rainbow.
Fighters.
Rainbow doesn't want to say it, but
I played Fighters.
Why didn't you say that before I made this list?
You didn't show me the list.
Rainbow doesn't want to say it. Rainbow doesn't want to say it. And he tries to hide it, but Rainbow, you are low-key a Smash motherfucker, okay?
Yeah, he's a Smash. Okay, this is Smash 4. Why did you put Ultimate Smash 4 and Bro? Okay, so Smash 4. Smash 4, just put that shit in like...
They're all C except Melee being like B or A.
Sure. I would say Smash 4 is D. And then Smash Ultimate is C.
Smash 4 had some, I don't know.
Smash 4 was slow. Smash 4 was a little slow.
Yeah, Smash Ultimate, the only reason why I want to put a little higher is because of the gigantic roster, having to learn matchups and shit. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my only reason behind it.
Sorry, I burped. Smash Melee is S.
Yeah.
No.
That game, it requires you to level up in the real world. And what I mean by that is you have to get older. You have to age with the game like a fine wine to get good at that shit. If you are under the age of 30, you probably suck at Smash Melee. But if you're older, past 30, you're a god. Like, you level up with the game with age.
Yeah.
No joke. No joke.
Yeah.
Like, you know how hard it is to find copies of that game, and when you do, it's expensive as fuck. And on top of that, you had to be playing Smash Melee on a specific TV. What was it, a CRTV or some shit?
Yeah, CRTV.
If you weren't playing it on the proper television, you weren't getting the accurate amount of frames or something like that. I don't know, it was missing frames or some shit. I can't remember all the details on it, but
this is how you know Smash Melee needs to die. The moment you say they don't make our equipment no more, so we had to upgrade it with fucking 4K TVs. That's how you know that your game needs to fucking die, bro.
And also, Melee just had so much hidden tech.
Yes, I didn't even get into that. The tech alone is ridiculous. Wave dashing, L canceling. Dude, the list goes on. It's not even worth talking about. It's just, it's S tier. That game requires way too much knowledge. There's people I know who have issues with their hand, carpal tunnel, from playing this game. Like, come on, guys.
I was gonna say that too. You know, you said level up in the real world. Yeah, you also need to level up your financial situation with all the hospital bills you're about to fucking acquire.
If you don't dedicate your life to this game, you're gonna suck ass at it. That's literally how it works.
You know what I'm starting to realize? We have Street Fighter 4 and Third Strike, but we're Street Fighter 6.
We already talked about it. We'll link those videos in the description, by the way. But we already kind of talked about it, so I was kind of like, These are like games we...
But you put Divekick, though? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
One. All right, it's a funny one. Jesus Christ. And y'all still had like a bunch to say about that and Smash, so shut up.
Street Fighter 4, though? Nah, we're going to put that shit in S.
Yeah, come on.
Or one frame lane.
Okay, look.
Maybe A.
Still hung up on like one game. Like, fucking talk about other shit, nigga. Damn.
My phone battery's gonna die.
No,
You better have a charger. Look, because Rainbow didn't put Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6 on here, I'm gonna quickly talk about it. All right, I got y'all. I would put Tekken 8 in, I don't know, B tier.
No, that's be A, no?
A tier, you're right. I apologize. A tier. I was only saying that because of the current Season 2 situation. Like, it's just such a mess that it doesn't make any sense. Anybody's just winning if they mash buttons. But it's still Tekken at its core, so it's A tier, S tier. You know, I'd even go as far as to say it's still S tier, actually. Tekken is difficult as fuck. It's Tekken. Like, Tekken is S tier worthy. I'm not gonna lie.
Every character has a mechanic.
Every character.
You can put Tekken 7 in S tier.
Yeah, throw Tekken 7 in S tier. Look, Tekken as a whole, Tekken 7, Tekken 8, all of them, they're hard games. It doesn't even matter if they add these easy mode comeback systems and mechanics. It's still Tekken. You have every character's got a move list of over 100 different moves. It is ridiculous. I can't tell you how hard it is to play one character like Yoshimitsu. I'm a Yoshimitsu main, or I was because I don't really play it anymore. And then try to play a new character. Like, it's so difficult. I'm just like, what am I doing? It's like playing a completely different game, picking up a new character.
Yeah.
Because every fighting game I play,
that's not to say though.
Like every fighting game I play, I always have played so many different characters. But Tekken 8, which is like the only Tekken game, that's the only game where I actually just played one character because I did not want to learn anybody else.
Yeah.
I pull up the menu and I'm like, what the fuck? All right, back to Lily.
It's like learning a new language. It's that difficult. And I know the Tekken fanboys are gonna sit here and deny it and try to be like, no, guys, get into Tekken, please play Tekken, try it out, blah blah blah. Listen, they're all saying that shit because they want their community to blossom and grow, and they don't want it to die. But the truth is, it's a fucking complicated ass fighting game, and that's why Street Fighter 6 still reigns supreme because it's easy, man.
Yeah.
It's quick. You can pick it up that fast. And Tekken, it's the same thing with Melee. You got to devote your life to it. I don't know why Rainbow moved Ultra Street Fighter 4 to S. I don't think that's an S tier game.
And then what's even crazier is like, let's say you're a newcomer, Tekken 8, and you just bought the game, and let's say you're a gaming addict, and you eat, breathe, sleep. You eat, breathe, sleep Tekken 8. You're gonna be mid at best. That's how hard Tekken 8 is, or Tekken in general. Because you didn't grow up with the game. If you picked it up now and then played it 24 hours a fucking day, you're gonna be mid at best. Because these people that grew up with the game are just gonna mollywop you.
They have the advantage.
They learned the new language.
Yeah. they've already known the language. They've already known the language, and they're learning the new language of this current game, which is the new mechanics. What is it? Not the drive, but the heat system. They learned the heat system. They've learned all the little new systems within the game. Like, oh yeah, like you can't really sidestep certain attacks now in this game, whatnot.
It's also, there's tracking moves, it's 3D, and then there's interactions like with the wall, with the ground, explosive fucking ground, or like breakable ground or some shit, where it's just like the combos aren't like, I wouldn't say universal, but they're not linear.
Yeah.
Like this is probably like the only fighting game I could think of where it's just like, oh no. See, on the ball, if you hit him on the ball with this move, you can follow that up with this, and this. But if you're not on the ball, then you have to change it up and you have to do this instead. Oh, the ground exploded? Oh, okay, so now you can hit this, because this is a good... Like, they popped up like this, so now it's like, what the fuck?
So many different combo variations and situations, it's ridiculous. It's one of the hardest fighting games. I don't care what anybody says. Like, if you're a Tekken vet, you don't have a say in this shit, bro. Like, you've been playing it for so long, you know how it works. But me coming into Tekken 7 was my first Tekken game, and I went in for Yoshimitsu, which is one of the hardest characters. He's not the hardest character, but he's one of the hardest characters out there, like top 10 at least. And I tried to learn another character, which I did. I ended up learning Negan, and it was hard swapping between those two characters. And then when I took a break from the game, I went on a hiatus to play other shit, and I came back, and I completely forgot how to play Negan. Like, I had no idea how the character worked. I forgot the language. I was like, what the hell am I even doing? I said, fuck Negan, I'm just playing Yoshi.
Yeah, this is where you hit up Duolingo.
Also, I think Krem disconnected. He did say his battery was low, so he's probably for the remainder of this video unless he gets his charger back. But we'll see what
fucking
happens.
dashing to grab the shit.
Yeah, we'll see.
See, I tell this nigga, oh yeah, keep charged 100% at your work. Why would I do that? Exhibit A.
Yeah. So you moved Ultra Street Fighter 4 to S tier. I don't agree with that at all. I didn't really play much of the game, but it's still Street Fighter. Like, if we're comparing it to Tekken, it's no Tekken. It's
probably, I would say, just as hard, if not harder, than Third Strike, because it's still like, it's the one frame links, and then you have to but that's mostly what it comes down to too, because a lot of combos, like a lot of the good combos, if you're not hitting the one frame links, you ain't getting shit. But like, if you get the one frame link combos, like I've seen combos that don't do one frame links, and they're fine, they're alright, they're whatever, but you hit the one frame links, you could do shit that like no one else could do. Like Dudley has one frame links, and his one frame links damn near could kill you, or like touch death you, like, because in Ultra they kind of nerfed that, but it could damn near one shot kill you. Because then I think when Ultra came out, I think, you know how like Dan Street Fighter 5, you could just keep throwing the fucking fireball,
yeah,
till you kill him. It was like that.
Though. They nerfed it, but because they made it RNG, I think they made the way that works like random or something.
So if like the red fireball shoots out, you can't fucking do anything.
Which was a very strange way of nerfing it, in my opinion. I don't know.
Well, it still fits the character where he's like random RNG and shit. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
But it's still like, it still fit the character. But yeah, like with Dudley, like he could touch and death you, and then once Ultra came out, I think he'll only like do half of the shit too, because you gotta think there's also stun meter that you don't see, by the way, because in Third Strike you could see the stun meter. In Street Fighter 4 you could not see the stun meter at all.
I don't know why they do that in fighting games. Why do they remove our visibility from certain things like that? Like, I want to see all the stats. Let us see these stats.
Yeah, I don't fucking get it. Oh, and also your
we
EX
can't hear
move.
you, Graham, if you're talking.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Oh, I just want to say, I just came back, due to technical difficulties, blah, blah, blah. But I agree with Rainbow because he was talking about my dad.
I knew you were going to say that shit.
I was like, I know you're going to say something about it, but then you like disconnected, and I was like, he'll come back with that.
The moment I heard Dudley, I'm like, wait a minute, Rainbow spitting?
But yeah, like,
one frame links are difficult, for sure. I'm not denying that. But I believe I'd rather deal with one frame links than having to deal with Tekken in general. Having to learn Tekken, in my opinion, is just it's a whole different level.
I wanted to bring that up earlier, Rainbow. I will drop it down to a, in my personal opinion, because the first thing that we both thought of, both me and you, was one frame links. But then other than that, that was like all I could think of.
Well, I mentioned the hidden stun meter and like your EX move.
That doesn't necessarily add to difficulty, because that's just if you're bad, right? Like a hidden stun meter is just like if you're shitty at the game and you keep getting hit, then you know you're gonna get stunned. But one frame links is difficult, but at its core, it is still Street Fighter. You still got Ryu, you still got Chun-Li, you still doing your quarter circles. If you understand that shit, you're gonna be able to do most of the basic combos, I would say.
Yeah. You got Relento too.
You got Relento in that bitch, throwing knives, bombs and shit.
Yeah.
Doing the pole stance, whatever. And on top of that, it's just quarter circles. You know what I mean? Like if you know neutral, you know fighting games, you know positioning, you should be pretty much all right. You know, it's not that difficult.
But it's harder than 5 and 6 for sure.
100%. I'm not saying it's not. 100%.
Which I'm shocked that 5 is not here, Rainbow. And you already fucking know Divekick is.
Did you play?
You know Divekick. I just
y'all get to be hung up on that. Did you play Street Fighter 5? Like at all?
Yeah. Yes. Mr. would have at it, and then he would body me with Nat.
He would play during Among Us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell the audience something. When I made this list, I said, hey, we need to pick fighting games that at least one of us played. At least. And I was like,
you know we play Street Fighter 5, bro. Yeah. We tried
but you didn't mention, but you know we
played. Memory wipe? That was like a whole era.
Okay, I actually don't remember you playing it, I'm gonna be honest. But
what? I even streamed it. I've streamed it.
Rainbow, do you know how I
even if I remembered, right? Even if I remembered, I said, hey guys, we need to pick one that's like one or the other. Like, what do y'all want to do? And then Terrell said, nah, man. Just play the games. It should be all right. It should be fine. And then Crim was just like, shit. Hey, at least if you put this game, man, I can't wait to talk about.
Fair
this.
enough. Look, I learned my lesson. I'll admit it. I made a mistake. I made a mistake trusting that Rainbow can make a proper fucking tier list here. It's my fault. You're right.
Our 3 of
Rainbow
niggas.
Rainbow, you remember me playing Street Fighter 5 because you hated my Menats.
Okay, but I actually don't remember. By the way, Black Queen. But I actually don't remember that. But I didn't want to put too many games up in here.
Oh yeah, but so Divekick is completely okay. So we got Mortal Kombat X.
At least up here.
Yeah, no, I can agree.
Can't deny that. It's up here. There's 3 different characters in one character for everybody across the board.
Yeah, and then it's harder. It's harder than 11 and 1 for sure. So,
did you guys like that mechanic? Because I didn't really play Mortal Kombat. Like
variations, I love the variations.
Oh, you actually like variations?
I thought it was cool.
He liked it. I thought it was just okay.
I feel like
as long as you find that one variation, I feel like you're pretty much set. The one that fits you.
I felt like variations kind of sucked because there's always going to be one that's better than the rest.
Which that kind of happened with Third Strike too. Is like, there's all these supers, like different supers, but this one is like the only one. Otherwise, all these are ass. I like the variations because of the aesthetic for some characters. Some characters have cool aesthetics, but outside of that, it was interesting because in the game, even if people did the same variations for a lot of characters, it's still like you can see different characters. And if you see the same character, you might see a different variation of that character. And they have like different combo routes because of like, Kung Lao, instead of throwing his hat, he throws it on the ground. Or instead of Kung Lao throwing his hat, he actually throws it around him like he's fucking Virgil in Marvel 3.
My issue with that is that instead of just allowing a character to be able to do all those different moves to make characters have a variety of options, they cut it and snip it up and then give it to you, and you're like, okay, you got to make a choice now, you know? And that choice is going to obviously leave you with one is better than the rest. Now, you used Third Strike as an example. Third Strike gets a pass because that's a really old game. And Street Fighter, like, you're laughing about it. I'm being dead ass. It's an old game, and Street Fighter has learned from that because the new Street Fighter games, you have multiple supers now. They give you all the supers. Street Fighter 6, you now have to choose a super based off of how much meter you have. They've learned from it.
I'm just curious about where's MK1?
Once again, it's a game we talked about on the previous videos, which I'll link down below once again.
Okay, but
we didn't really talk about difficulty though. We just talked about the game overall. It still works in this list. Look, just go ahead and place it somewhere. Give it the invisible positioning here. What do you think?
Yeah. MK1, B.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, B for sure.
Yeah.
It's
harder than
Divekick. Oh my fucking god, you niggas are gonna get hung up on that. Hating ass niggas exhibit D. Like holy shit, bro.
Skull.
They weren't a part of this fucking list because they didn't want to be a part of it. But then
it's not that I didn't. You should have sent me a DM and say, "Hey, Tro, come check out this list. I need your advice here. Let me know if this."
It should have been. Oh, I'm gonna make this. Tell me the games, and you can be like, "Oh shit, yeah, that's right."
But I'm assuming you're gonna add all the modern day games. Like I'm just okay. He's gonna add everything modern day, so that's cool. If you want to add anything extra, go for it. But for as long as you get
far between. Because what modern games we got? We got City of the Wolves. We got what? Guilty Gear kind of. KOF kind of.
You didn't even add any of the mainstream ones, like the ones that matter: Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8, and you didn't even add those.
That's one of the reasons I did, because we already talked.
You didn't even add the big three. You didn't add the big 3 games.
Okay, but Rainbow, think about it as this: what if I was a new viewer and this is the first video I saw, and I didn't see the past videos?
Ooh, good point.
Then I guess you're about to see the other videos like, oh, why didn't they talk about this? And I tell you in the video.
Here we go with Rainbow's stupid point that he always makes. Let me bring this up. Fuck this shit. He always bring up this stupid point of, and this is the part where I lead into. Alright, you niggas, go watch our other videos, niggas. I'm gonna leave a link in the description below, niggas. Go ahead and watch it. Shut the fuck up with that shit, dude. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Look, guys, watch the videos. It's not even Guys, watch the videos if you want, but you don't have to. You're not obligated to watch our other videos. Just we would like it if you did, and if you didn't, we apologize. Especially me and Crim, we apologize on behalf of Rainbow for not including it into this fucking list. Because we would have loved to have sorted them out for you. Yeah. So we will.
Let me just put these right here for a minute, just so we can stop talking about this. Fuck it, dude. I swear, you niggas are so fucking corny all the time when we talk about fighting games in general, because you always hating on everything I do. Oh, shit, you're not good at this game. Oh shit, you can't do this combo. Oh shit, where's the list? What the fuck is this list for? Oh shit, bro, why are we talking about this? We should be talking about this. Shut the fuck up, get ass. God damn, who ended the video on this bullshit?
No. We didn't talk about these last 2 games. We didn't talk about these last 2 games.
Well, you know what's so funny? You know why I found it funny? Because he put them in the spot where that I was actually thinking.
Yeah, he actually put it where I was gonna put him.
Man, I knew it was gonna be fucking
fuck the build up. Let's just get fuck this.
Yeah,
but we still need to talk about it though. Like, okay, DNF Duel obviously is a dirt easy game. They designed it to be dirt easy. They wanted people to just mash buttons and play it. Of course, it's going in D. But it's not.
If you played that church dude, go fuck yourself.
Oh yeah, the priest guy.
Was it? Yeah, I hated it. I forgot his name already, but character made me want to go.
Crusader.
Yeah, Crusader. Yeah. But you should definitely shift it though. I think it's harder than Smash Bros. And Divekick, so you should move it right next to Granblue.
Oh, that's true.
No. It's in D,
but this isn't ordered.
Oh, it's not ordered.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not ordered. It's just here.
Okay, fine.
If
it's
it
not
was
ordered,
I would have said something. If it was ordered, I would have said something.
Okay, and then Skullgirls. I've never played it. I did play it. I played it a little bit just to mess around with the buttons, but personally, I hated the fucking roster. There was only 2 characters I liked, and they were the guys. Because
hold on. Let me paint the picture for you guys. Oh, I hate the roster because they were women. Like, I fucking hate this nigga, bro. I never hate women, but like, look, I'll say this about Skullgirls. Skullgirls, the fact that you weren't forced to play 3 characters is already like crazy enough, but then it was also like the game itself is reset the game. Like you do a combo, but then it's like, okay, I need to reset you for a mix. Okay, I'm gonna reset you for another mix. Okay, I'm gonna reset you for another mix. And it's like, if you don't know how to block that shit, you're done.
Even
It's
if you
literally
even if you didn't reset, the combos were insane. It was.
Mhm.
I'm not even exaggerating. Like, if let's say someone got a combo on you, a confirm. I mean, I would literally just go into my kitchen and grab my fucking Takis, and then I just watch the long ass combo. Like, and if you didn't know how to do those long ass combos, you were basically throwing. It's not one of those games where you can just poke each other, poke.
Yeah, it's not a pokey game, and it's also not a pick up and play game by any means. This is a game you got to hit the lab with, and if you don't hit the lab, you're getting demolished. Which, on its own, right, it just makes it S tier. But Rainbow mentions that at the beginning when he spoke about the game, he said the fact that you don't have to use 3 characters makes it ridiculous or something like that. I would argue the fact that you don't have to use 3 characters makes this game. I was about to say it should drop to A, because that was one of the reasons why I liked the game, was the fact that I didn't have to have a 3-party roster. I could have just went in with one character. Like, you can learn one character and just play one character. And while you play the game and use that one character, eventually you can be like, okay, I want to branch out, learn some more. I'm going to pick up this guy. And then you can learn a second character and just have a 2-character team.
Yeah. So Terrellion wasn't forced to play Estrogen, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could just have a have a full-man team. Yeah, have a two-man army. But anyways, yeah, I agree. It's, regardless of that fact, it's still a difficult game. And it's probably why the game never really picked up, because it was just that difficult. But also because it was just, it just wasn't, like the IP itself, like Skullgirls, I don't think anybody really gave a shit. It was just a gooner.
It was, it's a game, and 2XKO's, I was gonna mention something about the roster, how it's like only 10 characters, because I know Crim was like, oh, I hate that shit. Yeah, it's gonna be 10 characters for 2XKO. Whenever a fighting game is made, because the people who made it are fighting game, like,
enthusiasts,
fighting game players, enthusiasts, content creators, the game's gonna already be hard. It's already gonna be like B tier minimum.
Well, you brought up 2XKO. I completely forgot about that. I mean, we might as well. I'll say this. I'll shadow insert it here real quick.
I never played that.
Yeah, I know. I've played it briefly. It's okay. It's like A.
I could give it A or B. I could go with that.
I'd say A. Maybe even it could potentially be S. No, it's not S. It's A. A or B. Rainbow's right. It needs more time in the oven. I need to play it a little bit more, but I'm not too excited about it anymore. I'll put it that way, because it's definitely tag fighter territory.
That being a tag fighter already puts it like at B, maybe even C. But then it's the fact that, like, they try to simplify the mechanics, but it's still a tag fighter, and you still have all these like tag variations where it's like, oh, simple controls or whatever. So it's like still A tier.
They tried to simplify it, but they almost went backwards, because with them attempting to simplify the controls, they ended up making more controls. So there's over like 6 buttons, and it's like, wait a second, what the fuck? So you got all these different buttons that each have their own direction. So it's like Tekken essentially, and it's just, no, dude, just people are actually requesting for quarter circle movement. People are just like, dude, just give us quarter circles. So that would mean we would have less buttons to push. We could turn this game into like a 4-button fighter with quarter circles, and we'll fucking take it. And I'm all the way for that shit too.
Or you know what they could do? They could do like how Rising does it, where it's like you could do the directions, but if you want like more damage, you could do quarter circles or whatever.
They're not going to do that, because they want this game to be easy. They want people to get into it. They want to get people into fighting games. But I think having this ridiculous control scheme is just not the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they could also have, I think, if you want to say what's closest to 2XKO, for those who do want to play that, Rising and DNF Duel, honestly, because DNF Duel has like it has like 6 some odd buttons, but it's like you could press something to do a super, you could press something to do block or whatever. And then with Rising, it's like you could just do one direction and you get the
One Direction.
Anyway.
He wakes up for that. Oh, last thing I gotta say is, you mentioned that the game has only 10 characters, or it's gonna release with only 10 characters, which is true. But this is a free-to-play fighting game, and they're not going to charge you for DLC.
Oh, that's
They will
they're
only
not gonna charge for DLC? Oh.
No, they're only going to charge you for cosmetics. This is going to be a completely free fighting game. It's made by Riot.
Now, guys, chill. Hold on, guys, chill out. The DLC is free. Oh, that's great. But that's the bait. Because then when they reel you in, it's gonna be all the cosmetics in, and then when that happens, you're gonna be like, oh, I love it, and you're gonna get a hook in your mouth. And you're like, oh, I still love it. Oh, I still, wow. And then the fisherman puts you in the fucking tub. It's like, why am I here? It's like, yeah, you bought cosmetics, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
Rambo's describing himself, by the way.
Anyway.
True. Wait, but how much did you spend on Valorant? How much did you spend? Let's talk about it.
Oh, no. Let's all bring up your fucking receipt too. Yours was damn near close to mine.
Mine was not damn near close to yours. Mine was about $300 bucks, maybe less than that, maybe $500.
It was not 300.
I gotta look into it.
I think yours was $700.
Mine was not 700.
Okay, guys. Okay,
yeah, we're done. We'll talk about this later. I'll get the receipts, motherfucker. I'll get the receipts.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. There's a lot of hating ass niggas in this video, but we had fun all around. You already know what I'm saying. Let us know in the comments if you think, if our list is correct, what fighting games are really hard. If we haven't put in a fighting game, let us know. If you're wondering what our opinions are on the other 3 fighting games that I didn't bring in, link in the description box below. We'd love to see y'all's opinions, of course. We appreciate y'all for watching. Have a good one.
Stop riding Rainbow.
Okay.